How long does pre-litigation credit repair take? That is the number one question I get asked on a daily basis. And the answer is 6 to 12 months. It can be done faster, it can take longer. Most people want to know, why is there such a wide gap there from 6 months to 12 months? Because standard credit repair, most people are going to say 6 months to 8 months. Well, the difference is, if my attorneys have to litigate your file, if they have to sue for violations, illegal credit reporting, anything like that, of course the credit bureaus and or creditors, they're going to fight this stuff. They don't want to pay this money if they don't have to. Now, the good thing about this is, if my attorneys say there's violations and they're suing for it, they're going to have to pay. There's no way for the creditors or the credit bureaus to get out of one of their lawsuits unless you lie to me when you sign up and you've done a credit sweep prior to signing up for our services. If you've done a credit sweep, whether you've done it yourself or a company done it for you, we're not going to be able to litigate your file unless you call the bureaus, each one of them, and say, hey, I need you to remove the last 24 months of disputes from my credit file. Not my profile, not my credit report, my credit file. That way, it erases everything out of their system from the last 24 months. And now when you sign up for our services or another company that's doing legit credit repair, they can actually sue on your behalf. But they cannot do that if you do a credit sweep and then come straight to us. So if you've worked with the Credit Plug, if you've worked with Pinnacle Credit Repair, and if you've worked with the Ash Kristen lady, you've got to make sure you call the bureaus and tell them to remove the last 24 months of disputes, or we're not going to be able to litigate your file. I don't care how many violations are on there. I don't care how many things are illegally being reported on your credit report. Absolutely nothing we can do to help you. We might be able to get it removed, but even after doing a credit sweep, it's harder to get items removed because that information is in their system that you already tried to remove this stuff due to false identity theft when you was not an actual victim of identity theft. So just so you know, our pricing has recently changed from $1,043 down to $547. So now when you sign up, you will pay a $149 processing fee, and then you will pay 2 monthly payments of $199, and then you're done. What I get asked a lot is, what if we're not done in that 3-month time frame and I'm not paying you any more money? What happens then? What if we need more rounds? More than likely you're going to need more rounds. Doesn't matter. You're already paid in full. Once you pay the $547, you don't pay my company another dime. You'll never pay any extra fees to the attorneys. They get their money out of litigating these files. So if y'all have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Hope y'all have a great weekend.